Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and in this video, I just want to talk with you about my experience in filing taxes when it comes to crypto. Now, I always consult my tax professional or my advisor, or my CPA, whatever your financial expert is, when it comes to matters, including crypto taxes, because it's still getting kind of figured out, but it's gotten so much better since the early days. And TurboTax makes it a little bit easier for me. And I just wanted to show you a couple things. So first off, when I import my CSV or I export transactions from Coinbase or my whatever exchange, there's going to be certain areas where it's flagged. And it could be flagged because it's missing assets, the days, the amount, transaction type is unknown, the incorrect fee, whatever it might be. And we know with microtransactions, there might be a small amount like 0.0023 of Bitcoin was the fee or whatever it might be. And you got to label every single thing. Was it a buy? Was it income? Was it a number of different things? Did you stake it? Like, that's the biggest one for me, is staking income. Let me pause it real quick. The staking income that we earn, right, is very minute, very small. And TurboTax is looking at this as dollar value, right? So 2 zeros, a dot or a decimal point, and then 2 zeros. And if the amount is smaller as far as USD value, it's not going to count it. It's like, are you sure this is correct? And yeah, it is correct, because the dollar value is like cents, like not even a cent, like 0.001 of a dollar. So you have to go and you have to track every single thing down. You have to go look at the transaction, look at the date, make sure the date's all right, make sure the expiration is right, make sure the value of the dollar amount is correct. I talked about this previously, and one of the things I saw was that Coinbase was misclassifying things, or it didn't even realize that it was Coinbase itself. And what I mean by that is items from GDAX or items from Coinbase Pro, when they migrated and became all one thing, for some reason it said unknown. Like it was unknown to itself, which is weird to me, because Coinbase would have been the one to migrate the data over, including the databases. But when we migrated, the day I received those funds is not the date that Coinbase was saying. It was saying a completely different date. So I have to go back and I have to backtrack everything, and it can be a bit of a pain. But look, I got everything nice and neat in front of me. I export the documentation from Coinbase. I do a Control F. I look for the value or the asset. I hit the edit, and then I go and select what it was. Did I earn it from mining? Was it a deposit? And let's look at those categories real quick, because these are the different categories. It's grown, right? So I either bought the currency, it was income, like I was paid for a service. It's interest, or it's earned cryptocurrency because I'm staking. It's a deposit, where I deposit it from an external address. I earned it via mining cryptocurrency. It was airdropped to me. It's a fork of a particular currency. It's staking, like I staked that particular currency in Coinbase or what have you. It's a redeem or reward. Reward, like for example, when you spend with your Coinbase card and you swipe it and you're getting 0.5%, 5%, whatever the APY is of every transaction, that's a reward. Did I receive it as a gift, or was it a token deposit, so on and so forth. So a lot of different categories in there. You just have to choose the right one and then make sure that the dollar value is correct. And what I like to do is I go not only to that transaction in the Coinbase information provided to me, but I go back and I check like CoinMarketCap or TradingView at the time of that transaction. What was the actual dollar value of that currency, right? And at the time, 0.6392 of ADA was only like 2 cents. But you can see also here, what I'm highlighting is duplicate transactions. That's another thing that pissed me off with the Coinbase export, is TurboTax and Coinbase. I'm not sure if this is miscommunication, but it duplicated transactions, right? So because it's duplicating, it's trying to tax me on all total amount of currency or income or profits, or what it's trying to measure my gains and losses, right? The capital, what did it call it? Capital gains tax. But if every transaction, 50 to 100, 200 transactions are duplicated, that's more money that I'm going to get taxed on. So you have to go in there and you just, again, double check every transaction, double check behind Coinbase, especially this year in 2024, where we're doing our taxes for 2023. But hopefully in the future it should be a lot better, but it's super easy to import, whether it's Cashapp, Robinhood, Coinbase, Kraken, your MetaMask wallet. It's all built into TurboTax. You import your transactions automatically. It's going to pop up a few of these orange, exclamation points saying please review. You go back in there, you review it. You just go and compare against what you have, your CSV files or whatever you have in your overall transactions. Go to that date and confirm, because it's from the date you received the transaction on that centralized exchange that the currency is counted, right? So say, for example, as we get to wrap up this video here, we begin to say, for example, I received Bitcoin today, right? And it's valued at $500. But then 3 years from now, I sell it, right? And the valuation of that same amount of Bitcoin went from $500 to $2,000. There's going to be a capital gains tax because there's a significant amount, right? I basically made $1,500 overall. So just know it's from the time you received it, whether it's mining, deposit, income, whatever. It's the time you received it to the time you actually sell that currency. And Coinbase does track when you received and when you get it. They just messed up after the merger with GDAX and Coinbase, or after they merged into one Coinbase, that the transactions didn't have the right dates on it. And I had to go back and actually find when that transaction came in, where it came from, mostly mining, and put in the actual correct value at the time I received that currency. That way it could calculate what was the actual capital gains tax in the end when I sold that bit of currency. So super easy, especially nowadays. Lots of great software out there. I'm going to try to drop Max Voltage Koinly referral link down there. That's a great program. A lot of the content creators in the crypto mining space like Koinly. I like Cointracking.info. I think Cointracking.com, but TurboTax even integrates with those apps. Like, you can integrate and talk directly to Cointracking. And you can integrate and talk directly to Coinbase and to MetaMask and to Robinhood and Cashapp, so on and so forth. I believe even PayPal in there if you're using PayPal for crypto. So makes life a lot easier. Just go ahead and double check and make sure you classify each transaction as it's supposed to be, right? Don't try to stick one over on the IRS or the government or whatever your federal regulation, financial institution or regulation in your country is, because they will find out, and then you're going to have to pay back taxes. And I'd rather you not do that. Try to be as upfront as possible and always keep your currency secure. Never keep it on a centralized exchange. Remember, not your keys, not your coins, all that good stuff, everything that I've been preaching for a long time. And good luck to you. Hopefully you did your taxes already. If not, hopefully this video gave you some insight or some help in some form or fashion. But do me a favor on the way out. Hit the like button. Make sure to get subscribed. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out links in the description. That'll support the channel and what we do here. You just have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you next one.